Okay, hello folks, my name is Randy Givens. I'm here to show you an idea I have for launching a more robust attack against the drug warriors in our next initiative drive. Generally speaking, we're going to be using local sheriffs, police chiefs, local politicians, California figures that dare to stand up and oppose the marijuana laws that we have proposed, our new initiative. And we're going to expose them for the frauds and liars that they really are. And we're going to do it in the most robust, the most damaging way for them that we possibly can. Now here, let's take a look. I couldn't find a local California law enforcement officer for this purpose on short notice. So we're going to have to use the drug czar, Gil Kerlikowski, as our victim this time. Let's watch Gil and see what he has to say.
I'm Gil Kerlikowski, Director of National Drug Control Policy. Americans are all too familiar with the terrible consequences of drunk driving. We also know the dangers of driving with distractions, such as text messaging or talking on a cell phone. Now, the Office of National Drug Control Policy is teaming up with the Commonwealth of Virginia to highlight another important public safety issue, drugged driving. Recent studies have shown that an alarming number of people drive after taking illegal drugs. It is well known that drugs, including marijuana, can impair perception, judgment, motor skills, and memory. If you have a problem with drugs or alcohol, seek help to protect yourself and those around you.
Did you hear that? He says that smoking marijuana is as dangerous as drinking alcohol and driving. Well, he doesn't actually come right out and say that. He just implies that marijuana smoking and alcohol on the highway are equally dangerous. But what do the facts say? Let's take a look at the study on drugs and accident risk in fatally injured drivers. Now, this study here was done by taking blood draws from fatally injured people in automobile accidents. This is a fact-based study. It's not theory. It's not a meta study. It's not some kind of guesswork. It's not some laboratory impairment test that is done in front of a computer console somewhere. These are the results of actual on-the-road driving. These show how many accidents are really happening and who was at fault. Now what they did, they do these blood draws and they check for alcohol, marijuana, cocaine, heroin, about 25 drugs altogether, I think. And each of these accidents, they determine who was at fault. And then they run the statistics. How many accidents were the marijuana drivers responsible for? How many were the alcohol impaired drivers responsible for? And so on. When they get done with those statistics, what happens is they find out that the marijuana smokers actually have a negative risk factor. They have fewer accidents, are responsible for fewer accidents than teetotalers. That's right. A marijuana driver is safer than a completely sober driver. And that's what this study shows. The people that did the study remarked on it in their discussion later. Said, and this isn't the first time this has come out. There have been 3 or 4 other studies the same way where they do these blood tests, and each time when they were done they found out that marijuana had the lowest risk factor of anything involved. It was even lower than the teetotalers. So Mr. Kowalski is lying. We've got the proof here. He cannot rebut this because all the studies he can rebut with are based on guesswork. They don't have any concrete figures and numbers to work with. So anyway, this is just one example of what we can do with this. We can go even further. If I'd had time, maybe I could have got some action clips, video clips to insert in here to help rebut his argument. We're going to be doing that in the future. We're going to expand this. And we're going to do a real hard-hitting propaganda drive here. We're going to beat these guys into the ground with their own words. In any case, that's what I have for you here today. Have a good day, and I hope you'll discuss this with me. There's more to it than just this. Once we get the clips done, get our clip done, we send it back to the news outlet that aired the thing to begin with. And we demand rebuttal time. Only we don't rebut just by having a figure appear on the camera. We bring in more evidence to support our side. We bring in video clips. We do all kinds of things that enhance our argument. And that's the difference in what we've been doing now. Now, I'm not criticizing our spokesman. I think they do an excellent job. But when you're called in on O'Reilly or on Fox News or MSNBC or something like that, you don't have your clips with you that you can show to the audience. You have to just speak. And they've been very effective in that regard. What I'm talking about is taking things a step further when we control the media, where we put our own rebuttal in, not just a face on a camera, but evidence along with it. I think this will greatly enhance the effect of our message. In any case, anybody that would like to participate in this endeavor, I hope you'll contact me.